We're on the air. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another session of Digging for Gold. Can you believe that this is the 23rd session that we've done? I counted them up the other day and tucked them all away into into my YouTube account under Digging for Gold, so you can find them all. Man, we've done. Whoops! What happened? What happened? Where'd the webinar go? Shouldn't have gone anywhere. Should be there. Anyhow, Bill, you still there? Chris, you still there? Bill dropped out. Chris, are you still there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, there's Bill. Gosh, I'm not sure what happened, Bill. Can you hear me? Bill, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Not sure what happened there. Any idea? You just disappeared.
Well, you disappeared too. You were gone.
Am I back?
You? Chris, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Chris, can you hear Bill? We all loud and clear, everybody? If so, Bill, I invited you to come over tonight because, as I said, I ask people every week, you know, how are you doing? Are you using this stuff, and is it working for you? So you were telling me that you're having some awesome results. So I wanted to just turn you loose and have you tell us what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what kind of results you're getting. Because you're doing extremely well.
Yeah,
you have the best month you've ever had.
Yeah, as far as getting followers and, you know, increasing my Twitter accounts and all that, and I'm generating leads too. Has three basic levels. One's basic. The next one's essential, which is $8 per unit. Well, I think that one is if you pay by the year. If you don't pay by the year, I think it's about $12 a month. Oh, it's $10 per month, billed monthly. I think a business version, I'm paying $25 a month.
Right.
I'm paid by the month. So that's the three different levels. Okay.
Yep.
You want to see my results here? Let me see where I'm at.
Well, if you want to, there's Laura.
Yeah.
Good evening, Laura.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Hey, Bill's just about to share some of his results on Twitter.
Awesome. Okay, I'll mute up.
I have, huh? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your video's frozen.
Mine or Laura's?
Yours. Yeah, it's moving very slow.
Can you hear me now?
Audio's good.
Okay. So you remember the name of the plan that we were looking for you, Laura, that we couldn't find, that they've discontinued?
Yeah. Did you find it?
No. What's the name of it?
Oh, give me a second. I had to think about it.
Okay.
I think it was the pro plan.
Okay, yeah, it's not so important. It was like $12 a month.
Yeah, it was in between the basic and what they call now their biggest plan.
The yeah, okay. So I'm going to come back to that, Bill, in a few minutes because we may have been confusing. I may have been confusing some people for quite a while here. So I'll come back to it. But you're on the, what's the name of the plan you're on, Bill?
Business.
Business plan. Okay. All right, carry on. I won't interrupt you again. Maybe.
He probably
Okay.
will.
Is Bill talking?
Go to share our screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Screen.
Yes.
Okay. This is my oldest Twitter account. I'm on the analytics tab and I'm looking at my status for August of this year. There's 893 new followers. Chris is saying to white box me.
I did.
Okay. Okay, that is August. Now this is before Todd and Leah gets training. So September 156. October 1465. I'm increasing a little bit. November. What happened in November? Over 5,400 new followers on this account alone. About 3,800 on my other account. This is when I started implementing all of the taught in those two webinars. Of interest, December. 5 days in December, I've got almost 1,400 new followers on this account. I go back and look at my 28-day running average. 6,400 followers, 2.21 million impressions on this account alone.
Hey, Bill.
That's what. Yes.
How do you get to that? The Twitter analytic page.
Okay. It's right here and pulls down and go to analytics. Eventually, it will pop up here.
Is Bill's sound sort of breaking up for anybody else or just for me?
It's bringing up for me
Okay.
because I missed where he said.
Bill's running really slow.
Okay. Do you just click on the bird?
No, you click on your image and go down to analytics and click on analytics and you come up with this. I'm sitting on the home page of analytics right here. You can scroll down and see what your monthly averages are. Added every day.
Now, in order to get analytics, you have to have a minimum number of followers, correct, Bill?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't see.
How many
Okay,
followers
well,
do you have, Laura?
What, Len?
How many followers do you have?
Well, not that many because I'm looking on my brand new account.
Right.
Yeah.
And how many is not that many?
28.
Oh, okay. I think you're below threshold. You don't have
Yeah.
analytics yet.
Well, let me go look at my other account.
I believe the threshold is 200 followers, but I could be wrong on that. I don't remember.
Okay.
Anybody remember? Do you remember, Bill?
no, I don't know. Because I haven't been under 200 in over a year.
Right. Well,
The
both Laura and I
second
just
account
started
was-
brand new accounts, so I'm still under 200 in my brand new, my organics account.
Now, another thing you can do is look at your tweets. And now with this, trying to figure out threshold was this account started getting activity. See right here over the period, I'm running 2.2 million impressions. Go back, change that. For example, if I want to look at December, I can select December 6th. It up be these stats here for those 6 days. I had 632,000 impressions. So you can go in here by selecting the calendar feature. You can select any date period or any time period that you want.
Okay.
Back
Okay.
to
Cool.
2015. Now, this account that I'm working on right now, I started getting some quite in September of last year.
Okay.
Until then, I had hardly anything, but I wasn't using as a lead source. September, and you can see me ramping up over time.
Right. Cool. Cool. Well, that's pretty awesome results for November.
No, I didn't want to do that.
You didn't?
I hit the wrong thing.
Yeah, I do. I do that all the time. Hit the wrong thing. So, tell me, what?
I found it.
Okay.
Yeah, my older account had 632 followers. So when I went in there, I looked at the activity and it pulled it up.
Right.
Okay.
And like I said, I believe when you get to it's either 100 or 200 followers you have to get to before that feature turns on. And I don't remember which it is.
Okay. Well, that sense, because you probably don't have enough data in them for them to graph it for you.
Right. Right. That makes sense. Yeah. So you're doing everything that the Todd and Leah taught, and you're getting how many new followers? 5,000 new followers in a month.
Last month it was 5,400 on this account and about 3,800 on my second account.
Wow. Now, how many of those are actually turning into leads? Do you have a number for that?
in December, I've generated about 6 or 7 leads coming in. More, it's probably 8 or 9. Two different things I'm promoting.
Okay. So I didn't hear, you broke up. You're breaking up, Bill. I don't know where the slow link is, but it's hard to understand what you're saying sometimes.
Okay. Finish with Twitter?
Yeah. Maybe if we drop off the screen share.
You want to take a look at status, Brew?
Well, we can do that, or I'm going to do that for sure. Either way.
You can go ahead and do it if you want.
Because what I want to do.
Okay. Should be back now.
There you are. So how many leads did you get? Did you say you got?
So far in December, I've probably got 8 or 9 leads.
Okay. Yeah, that's much better. I can hear your voice now. When you were doing the screen share, man, you were breaking up really bad, really running slow. So, you know, the nature of the beast. And you know, that just doesn't happen when you're doing a Zoom room, huh?
No, we don't have this problem in Zoom room.
Well, so this would be running smoother if we were in Zoom, this whole thing. Okay. All righty. Well, Bill, is there anything else you can tell us about what you're doing, or is that it?
Well, the other aspect of what I'm doing is I'm deviating a little bit from Todd's training on Status Brew, that he says that every day they will go into their accounts and they will unfollow 1,000 people. Back in there and follow like 1,000 people.
Right. He's doing 1,000 a day per account.
Yeah. What I've been doing probably for the last, I go in there and I unfollow 400 people on both accounts. Then I go in there and I follow. It will let me follow. If I unfollowed 400, in theory, I should be able to follow a minimum of 400.
Right.
What happens as this thing runs overnight and I get back in the morning and I unfollow 400, there are additional people that have unfollowed me already. So this allows me to follow more people. Follow 600 or 700 people.
What do you mean this? Are you running something automated?
No.
Okay.
Well, Social Jukebox is running all the time. I mean, I've got people that are looking at my stuff and for whatever reason they unfollow.
Right.
When they unfollow, that allows me to follow more people.
Right. Okay. In the morning.
Yeah. Now, the other thing I do is in the evening, before I go to bed, I'll go in there and I will follow as many people as it will let me follow.
Okay.
Follow anymore. I just follow people.
Okay.
And sometimes I can follow up to 400 people. Sometimes it's 150 and down. But what I'm doing is I'm keeping that ratio as full as possible.
Right.
For the non-followers.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So that's what I'm doing now. I don't know. I haven't done it long enough to know if it's helping or not.
Mm-hmm.
But when I hit 5,400 for last month, you know, I'm going to stick with whatever I'm doing because it seems to be doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I mean, that's incredible. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm nowhere near those numbers yet, but we're working on it. We're growing, and keeping right on trucking along. So,
well, the main thing is you have to be consistent every day.
Yeah. And that, to be very honest and transparent with everybody, that's one of my downfalls. I have trouble maintaining consistency with this stuff. And I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm just going to be honest about it. I don't necessarily get it done every day. So, but I got it done yesterday. I followed 1,000 more people yesterday, 500 on each account. And that's what I've been aiming for. So, all righty.
Yeah,
it
takes time. It takes time to follow people. I can unfollow 800 people in about 2 minutes because I'm using that automated mouse click feature that Todd showed us. And that works like a dream. You can't imagine how easy that is. Basically, when I follow people, I'm manually following people because I'm looking at their information on their profile as it comes up.
Are you?
Yeah. The other thing is you have to go in there and turn tags on. Make sure you run the tags on the settings down there at the bottom.
Okay.
That'll give you daily statistics as to how many people you followed and how many people to follow you. It gives you a ratio, and then you can see how good the source of your followers are.
Yeah, I think the source that I'm using on my new organic account is not doing very, very well. I think it's a very low ratio.
Yeah. Now, see, this is another reason why I do it manually, because what I'm doing is I'm looking for new people. When I see somebody that's got 250,000 people following them and they're in home-based business, I want to follow those. So I'll write down their name. Sure. So now I've got a list of names.
You mean you want to use them as a source account?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And that's what Todd was telling you, because he said he had a spreadsheet set up where he had his information on it. He wasn't going to show anybody that. Well, I've started one of those too now.
Okay.
I know what he's talking about. For example, if you go in there and follow Ray Higdon, if I remember right, Ray has about 69,000 followers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go in there and you follow, you go run through his list, in a month or so, you're going to exhaust that list. He's not going to have any more.
Right.
Depends on how fast he has new people coming on board. You're going to reach a point where you're going to be saturated and you're going to need another follower, another source.
Right.
So where are you going to get the second source from?
Right. Gotcha. Understood. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm not doing. I'm not paying, I haven't been paying a lot of attention. I've just been sitting there clicking the left mouse button.
Yeah, I started out doing that for a long time. I just click, 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 click. Attention.
Okay.
I'm gathering more information is what I'm doing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, another tip, I don't know if you know this or not, but when you go and you source a username in there, and if they have more than 600,000 followers, you can't do that. You get an error message. The group cannot handle anything greater than 600,000. So that's a limitation.
Are you aware of any alternative to Status Brew?
Yes. Mass Planner.
What's it called?
Planner.
Just Planner?
Mass Planner. MASS.
Yeah.
PLANNER.
Okay. You've never used it though, have you?
Interesting story about that. I was at Live the Dream, and I got into a conversation with Bert Bledsoe and Rob Ford. That's what these guys use.
Okay.
The problem is it requires a PC to run continuously. In other words, it's not a cloud-based software. You have to run it on a computer.
Okay.
What they do is they go to Amazon and go to Amazon Web Services, and you can get a virtual server set up.
All right. I know that
I've done that
strategy.
for a year. Now I went through there, I've got that set up, uploaded a copy of Mass Planner to it. I've got Mass Planner installed on it. The problem I'm having is converting my social jukebox files into a format that Mass Planner can handle. They can take a spreadsheet, but I don't know the format. I haven't figured that out yet, and I just stopped working on that.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, the only reason I was asking is because I was, I was thinking of Laura here, and she's being forced to upgrade to this $25 account just so she can have sources, and that's going to be a problem too. That's likely to be a problem for other people. Chris, are you using Status Brew, Chris? Come on. Apparently, so I'm reading what you're saying, Chris. Laura, can you see the chat?
Yeah, I can see the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, you think Status Brew is hard to use? Mass Planner.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead. Bill, I'm going to jump into Status Brew for just a minute, and then if we have a second, maybe you can come back and show us the tags. But I want to do something here for the folks because I'm feeling a little bit sheepish and guilty. The reason is I've been somebody just joined us. Let me look and see who joined us. Oh, Junie. Hi, Junie. I'm going to do a screen share. And present to everyone. And I'm going to, hopefully you can see my screen now, and I'm going to start Status Brew. At least I'm going to go to Status Brew. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So here's the challenge we have here. Let's look at the pricing on Status Brew. And you can see, Bill, what you said is correct. There's a free account. Then there's this thing called the Essential account, which is what Laura's been using. And then there's this thing called the Business account. And this is what you have, Bill. You're paying $25 a month. Now, there is an account missing here. There's something called the Pro Plan, which should be sitting right in between Essential and Business. And I think it's $12 a month. And that's what I have. And I've been assuming that, everybody could get the Pro Plan. And I've been assuming they could start with the free plan and then get the Pro Plan. Well, the Pro Plan doesn't exist anymore. You don't see it. And Laura just went through this. And she, at my advice and suggestion, she messaged support at Status Brew and told them she wants the Pro Plan because that's what the people she has, the people she's working with have, and that she wants the same plan, and they told her it doesn't exist any longer, which, it's sort of BS. Of course it exists. It's a push of a button. They just don't want to sell it. But here's the problem. Neither the free plan nor the Essential plan have any source accounts in them. So you can have 5 social profiles in this Essential plan. Sorry, I had to pull back down to look. You can have 5 social profiles. I don't know. I don't for the life of me understand what good all these social profiles does if you don't have source accounts to load them from. So to me, unfortunately and sadly, to me, both the current version of their free plan and their $8 a month plan or $10 a month, depending how you pay for it, are useless. I don't know what you do with them. So in order to do the things that we've been teaching for the last umpty weeks, you got to have the business plan, because this is the business.
Lynn,
Yeah.
Chris is having problems seeing your screen. She says that I am white boxed.
You are.
White
You
box
were.
yourself.
You were white box. Now you're not.
Okay. There is another way. You do not have to use that source feature. There's other ways you can find. In fact, there's two other ways.
Okay, let's see. So Chris, can you see the screen now?
Yes, Chris is good.
Okay. So, well, talk to us, Bill. How can people, let's address Laura specifically, because if we can solve Laura's problem, we can solve everybody else. Should I come off screen share and let you go to status brew? All right, so I'm stopping the share. I'm closing my status brew, and I'm back. Okay, so you're going to go to screen share now, and I'm going to white box you again. You are white boxed again, and I am doing the corporate webinar tonight. Everybody who's on here, and that came as a surprise at the last minute. I wasn't expecting it, and so I'm going to have to get off here in well, just 10 minutes, and we've got 10 minutes to go. So,
okay, can you see my screen?
I see your screen.
Okay, right here where it says grow your account.
Oh, wait a minute. Where is?
Left-hand side. Grow your account.
Okay, got it. Got it.
See where it says copy followers?
Yes.
There. And you put a username in. I can type.
Okay, so what it's going to let you do is load a follower's account, but you're going to have to load it every time you want to use it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that would be acceptable.
Yep, that works.
Oh, well,
Now, does that feature exist in the free account too? Like you could do one account, or it doesn't? Do you know, Bill?
it should.
Yeah, shifts don't count anymore.
It was on the account I had before.
I'll investigate it the next several days, and I'll know by next week.
This list you can do. If that doesn't float your boat, search.
Yep.
Right above where I was. Twitter for entrepreneur. It will give you a list. Somebody's profile that's got the word entrepreneur in it.
Okay.
Then you have this, you have to go through and select them. Filter stuff sitting over here, ready to go. Filtering that you want. So you can search on keywords. Hey.
Okay.
Now, one big tip that Todd indicated is if you go down to settings, scroll all the way down, go to settings, and make sure you have tab turned on. Where is it? I think it's at the bottom. Yeah, turn auto tag on right here.
Okay.
That's turned on. The second thing is it's just a 300 maximum number of messages a day would be 300. And this is the welcome tweets. He recommends at least 10 welcome tweets.
Right.
That was the other thing. I had to go in there and increase a bunch of stuff, but I didn't have that many.
Right.
But
Yeah,
the big thing is,
Go ahead.
the biggest thing was when I first started using Status Brew, I was using the copy feature and the search thing. That's how I was finding people.
I don't
Things that
understand.
I learned is why you want to source people. The thing here is when you source people, all of the followers of that person. 100,000 followers, you'll get a list of 100,000.
Right.
It's a much better list.
So what I think you said is that with the more expensive accounts where you can have a source account, you get a better list. But you can still work with the less expensive plans.
You have two features. You can search on keywords, and you can search on other people's followers.
Okay.
There's two features that version will have in there for you.
Okay. Well, at least that's something. Maybe that's enough to get started with until we
That's
build
what
it
I
up.
used for probably 6 months
Yeah.
when I was building up my accounts.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as I said, I mean, both of us just started new accounts. So like I've got my organic account has a grand slam total of 76 whole followers in it right now. It's growing in leaps and bounds. But I will admit to some inconsistency, and I'm trying to get myself more consistent with building that account. But nevertheless, and I am getting leads. I have gotten a few leads. So, it's all working. It's just working at a lower level. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, Bill.
Well, it takes time to find people to source. That's what the problem is.
Jeannie,
because you're eventually going to run out.
hang on for a minute. Junie, you can't see or hear anything? Is I guess what she's saying to us?
Well, that's strange because she's in the chat.
Yeah, I was going to give her the YouTube link, but we're going to, well, let me just give it to her. Okay. Try click. I guess you can hear me. Oh, she can't hear me. Try clicking the YouTube link I just put in the chat. I'm just curious whether that will bring her in. That should bring her right in, and we'll see if it does. Even though we're going to wrap up in the next 3 or 4 minutes here, I just want to see if it works. So, okay, I don't want to start a new topic right now because I've only got like a few minutes, and so probably we'll just call it a week right here, and pick it up again next week. But meanwhile, Laura, maybe we can experiment with this newfound knowledge about what you can do with the less expensive account, and we can train a little bit more on it next week. So that people that are just starting out know what to do.
Yeah, this is great. Thank you so much, Bill. I've been struggling with that.
Well, that's the way I started for about 6 months.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I
Well,
did.
that's awesome. That's awesome. That'll save some pennies here at Christmas time. I'm waiting to see. I just want to see if Junie can get in at all.
The other
And
key thing that I'm finding is make sure you got tag option turned on. A daily account of what your percentage of your followers are from
okay.
your source.
All right. You know, that's a good.
I don't know how that works with those 2 tips I just gave Laura. I think it will give you some information. I just don't remember.
Yeah, when I go to tag what's on there, I'm just not exactly sure what I'm looking at, but when I did use it, 2 sources came up. So now I just have to figure out why that's important and what to do with it, if anything. But I did see that there were 2 sources there.
Yeah, the main thing is that like you can go back and look at yesterday's activity. The higher the number on the, I guess the right-hand column, the better you are. For example, if you follow 1,000 people and 500 of them follow you back, ratio of 50%. The higher the number, the better your source is.
Okay.
So what happens over time is that number would keep dropping down. 40, and then go to 30, then 20 and 10, and then you get down to 2 or 3. When it gets down to 2 or 3, you need to change to a new source. You need to switch and start following some other people. Your time.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to need to go. So I think that's it for this week. Bill, thank you. I'm really glad you came over, Bill. I think we just learned a heck of a lot from you tonight. And gee, you should plan on coming over more often, Bill, and sharing what you're doing.
Well, it took me a while to get where I'm at. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't. But you're ahead of us, so you know it's really good to have your coattails to grab onto and follow along and see what you're up to. Meanwhile, I'll remind everybody that we have Todd and Leah on Lunch with Len on Thursday, and I confirmed that today. At least one of them will be there. It's not clear that Leah will be there, but Todd will be, and I think Leah will be too, but not sure. You know, we can hit them up with a few questions. I don't mean to drill them really hard and turn it into a training session. I mean, we owe it to them to have watched their training that they did on MLSP for those of us who can. So, and be implementing their stuff. So anyhow, that's all for tonight. I got to go. I'm doing the corporate webinar. That's the one that said gogreengetpaid.com live, gogreengetpaid.com/live. If anyone wants to come over and harass me, feel free. And other than that, we'll see you tomorrow morning for the kickoff of essential oils. All righty.
Okay.
Bye for now, everybody. And Laura, when I get done with the corporate webinar, real quick here, when I get off the corporate webinar, are you available for just a quick chat?
Yes. Just
Okay.
give me a call.
Be about 9:30 your time.
Okay. All right.
9:30, 9:40. Okay. We'll see you. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye.